second Yu-Gi-Oh structure deck ever to release was 2005's Zombie Madness, which, believe it or not, I actually still have right here. Designed as a tournament tough deck that unleashes zombie power to dominate the duel, it makes me wonder, does that power still hold up today, 20 years later? To find out, we're going to digitize the deck, see how it plays out of the box, and then beef it up to its full potential. Without further ado, let's jump into the past. Zombie Madness from the year 2005 come out at the same time as Dragon's Roar, so this was the deck that was competing with the first ever structure deck. Oh my god, it looks, I mean, triple. Pyramid Turtle is pretty cool. That is our boss monster, Vampire Genesis. It's not even the rarest card in the deck. Can I be double summoned or set? Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing one Vampire Lord you control. Once per turn, you can discard one zombie monster to the graveyard, target one zombie monster in your graveyard with a level less than the discarded monster, special summon that target. So that's probably why Despair from the Dark is in here. So we can use that effect to discard Despair from the Dark to summon like a Ryukoki. That seems to be our game plan. And we have got some decent cards in here, to be fair. We've got Snatch Steal. That's a very good card. Heavy Storm, absolutely fantastic. Book of Life is a good card as well, especially when we get the amount of times we're going to get things in the graveyard as well. And then Call of the Mummy will be good. That's a nice little continuous spell to have, especially since we have 3 of it as well. Unfortunately, due to the passage of time, we have lost access to Pot of Greed, Giant Trunade, and Card of Safe Return. These came out in the original structure deck, but they're illegal now because they'd be way too broken. We're going to have to replace the cards. That is the modern version without going over the top with modern cards. Let's see, I think, how it plays. Let's try it out. Right off the bat, that's not a bad hand, really, especially against this weak AI computer. So let's use our Upstart Goblin, which would have been Card of Safe Return, which would have been pretty cool to have on the field. Oh, well. We're going to set our Pyramid Turtle face down. We don't have any quick plays. End turn. So that would have been a Giant Trunade. We would have had a Card of Safe Return on the field if it was back in the day. A Totsumi Giant with 1700 attack. Kind of wish I summon a monster in attack now. So Pyramid Turtle, let me special summon a zombie monster from the deck. We have so many options. Oh my god, you can summon a Ryukoki with this? Whoa! And you can get Vampire Lord. Actually, that's really good. What are the chances that we top deck? What do you do again? If you control another zombie type monster, each time a zombie type monster is special summons and the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. I mean, Ryukoki, right? I didn't know you could summon it like that. I didn't realize it was a 2k or less defense zombie. Absolutely insane. We're thrashing this opponent. Oh my god. Snatch Steal, take the Hitotsumi Giants. Normal summon the Soul Absorbing Bone Tower. Now that can't be attacked. Ah, man. Book of Life would have been nice there. Battle. Attack. Oh, we need 2 monsters in the grave. Oh no, the opponent needs a monster in the grave for us to use Book of Life. Target a zombie monster in your graveyard and 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon the first and banish the second. It feels a lot better than the Dragon's Roar structure deck. Oh, we got a Nobleman of Crossout, which would never normally be useful in modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's use Nobleman of Crossout to banish 1 face-down card on the field, and then banish the rest of them for their deck. We can look at his entire deck now as well. Nice. Have we won? No, we haven't. 400. 24. 12. I am fully aware that we're going to get an absolute shock when we go on to the actual modern-day deck ladder. But still, I'm quite impressed with how this is done. Oh, no. My Hitotsumi Giants. Oh, it's because I got rid of the field spell. But there's a zombie in my graveyard and a monster in the opponent's graveyard. And another Pyramid Turtle. So I shall play Book of Life to special summon Pyramid Turtle from my graveyard and banish your Hitotsumi Giant. But that's not all. I'm going to activate, after we mill 2 cards from the top of your deck, Creature Swap to give you Pyramid Turtle. I'll take your Feral Imp. Then I'll normal summon another Pyramid Turtle into my battle phase. Crash Pyramid Turtle into another Pyramid Turtle. Both of their effects will activate. Let me special summon 2 insanely powerful monsters, which is going to be Vampire Lord. Vampire Lord, Vampire Lady. Why not? Vampire Lord. Vampire Lady. 2 summons from the deck So Bone Tower rips 4 cards from their deck. If this was Tailorman, I'd be crying right now. Wow. Attack with Vampire Lady. Vampire Lady's effect. Let's get rid of a trap card. Vampire Lord. And we won the duel. That is, actually, I think, a really good deck. This is all the cards we're allowed to use for our triple structure deck. Obviously, we can use multiples of any cards we've already got and take out any cards we don't want now. So, obviously, first of all, Trunade we can't play. Card of Safe Return we can't play. Premature Burial, which was a card that they suggested we added, we can't play. And Painful Choice, obviously, we can't play that as well. So, that's all, and Pot of Greed. That's all the illegal cards gone. With my limited deck building ability, this is the ultimate version of the Zombie Madness deck that I have created. Out of the recommended cards that you could get from other booster packs that I'm allowed to play with this deck, the only cards that I've taken are Dark Core, because banishing a card is amazing, and Tribute to the Doomed. There's a lot of discarding in this deck, which I think is fine, because we have the Book of Lives to special summon them back. And we've got cards that we don't mind discarding, which I think could be quite helpful as well. I've thinned out the trap cards, because obviously in modern day, traps aren't as good as they used to be, but Compulsory Evacuation Device is great. I was very tempted to play 3 Torrential Tributes, but I decided not to in the end. And we're playing Pot of Extravagance instead of the Pot of Greed, so it's the only modern day card we're playing. So I've just put 6 cards in to use Pot of Extravagance, so it's as if we've got a Pot of Greed. I've put 2 Genesis in, so hopefully we can get it out at some point, because I think it would be nice to summon. I'm worried about, I guess we do discard a lot with this deck, so I'm hoping we get some stuff. I guess we'll see. We've got an Immortal Monster, probably rip some cards from their deck. Let's see how we do. Here's our first duel with our ultimate version of the deck. Immediately we drew Pot of Greed, so let's use Pot of Greed to draw 2 new cards. I just realized we can't draw any. I guess it's fine. So we're probably gonna get ashed here. That's fine. Okay, I can either have an immortal monster that cannot be destroyed by battle, or we could start going on the offensive with this one. I think with Torrential and Compulse, I guess we set those 2 face down. I think we are a going second deck typically. What does Pot of Greed do? It lets me draw 2 new cards, allegedly. We have really good cards in this deck with like Compulse, Torrential, Tribute to the Doom, Snatch Steel, Spirit Reaper. Oh my god, we're getting bloody Pendulum deck already. Valmonica. Interesting. I don't know what the choke points are in this, so we're just gonna have to figure it out. Varara, Valmonicon, Concord. Unaffected by card effects except Valmonica cards. While you have 6 or more resonance counters on the field, they have 7. So it is immune to everything. So you can't do anything to it. Oh, it only destroys monsters. I can't take their monster and I can't blow up their monster because they're unaffected by card effects except Valmonica cards. Ah, because they've got 6 count. Oh, what a pickle to be in. At least we've got immortality on the field. That's a nice thing. So Vampire Lord dies. But. Spirit Reaper lives. Turn 6 and you have 8,000 life points. That's not terrible considering the age of the deck. I mean, yeah, the opponent's got 11,000 life points, but we're alive? So the Spirit Reaper at 3 was probably a smart move. There we go. Destroy cards. Look, 6 turns against a modern day Pendulum Valmonica deck. I don't think we did any damage to them, but still, sucks to be me. Now, really, that should be in my deck, the Zombie Vampire, in the Zombie Madness deck with vampire monsters, but... Okay, even more big monsters in grave for me to summon via Book of Life. We just need to keep drawing Book of Life. Oh! He triggered my Despair from the Dark! It was sent to the graveyard via an opponent's card effects when it special summons itself. No, I never thought that would trigger. Oh, that's the... Oh! He's so afraid of Despair from the Dark, he's going to shuffle it back into the deck. Oh my god. I feel confident against this supremely meta deck. Oh my god, we got an even better card as well. Okay. Right, he has 3 monster negates, a special summon negates, and then this crap here, but if I... Oh no, I've got to discard cards though. If I play Dark Core, and I discard my Call of the Mummy, I can banish Tilament Rulkalos. It's gone. That's not all. I guess it's got to be Ryukoki. We get to banish a card in their graveyard. I will banish, I guess, Happy. Because I won't be able to get rid of King Sark at the moment. We just can't do enough stuff. Best we can do, unfortunately. Battle. I mean, I don't even really care about Apollo. How many effects am I going to be using? Listen, we broke their board, kind of. I set my Spirit Reaper face down, and my turn. I'll take it, all right? He's going to send my Spirit Reaper. So he could have dealt with my Spirit Reaper in 2 different ways there. But look, we lost, right? But I'm proud of what we did here. I'm proud we got rid of an Apollo USA, a Tillamant's Rulkalos, and a zombie vampire. Little old us did that. But it wasn't enough to win. Unfortunately, in this duel, newbie old. Sad face. We're going to activate Call of the Mummy. We'll special summon my ultimate monster, but not the boss, Despair from the Dark. And then I will normal summon Vampire Lady. Battle. With Despair from the Dark. Maybe. Ooh. Target one machine monster control. Special summon a Machina monster with a different name, then destroy that card. That's not great for us. Bit too big for us to get over that. I mean, I could crash. I could totally crash my card. With a 2800 attack point monster, I crash into your 2800 attack point monster. Then with an open field, I use my Vampire Lady to attack you directly, dealing piercing direct damage. And then I get to send a monster, a spell, or a trap to the grave. Because I know the traps in Machina are good, and so are the monsters, I'll choose to send a spell. Because they have some really good spells, but none of them have graveyard effects, if I remember correctly. Ooh, Clockwork Knight actually does have a graveyard effect. Now, I'm going to activate Book of Life. I'm going to target the Despair from the Dark in the graveyard, and your Machina Fortress, which I know you can special summon back from the grave. I'm going to summon Despair from the Dark, banish your Machina Fortress, set 1 card face down, and end my turn. That was a good turn. He tributes both his monsters to summon. Perfect Machine King. This card gains 500 attack for each other machine type monster on the field. This is the card that what's his face became in the anime. This was Gunvoltic's true goal. It's a meme deck. Oh, it's getting stronger. You think you can destroy my Despair from the Dark? I'll be having none of that actually. I play Compulsory Activation Device to return your Perfect Machine King back to your hands. He crashes because when Fortress is destroyed, it can destroy 1 card of the field. Goodbye, Despair from the Dark. I play Dark Core. By discarding 1 card, I can banish 1 face-up monster on the field. Your Fortress ain't coming back again. Battle. I attack you directly again. I know you've sent 2 Clockwork Knights to the graveyard. And I know you probably definitely have a 3rd Clockwork Knight, but I'm sending another spell to the grave. Nice. Unauthorized reaction. No graveyard effects. That went well. We're sort of winning. I'm safe as long as Gunvoltic doesn't have monster removal. If he plays Machina Citadel, that's monster removal, and that's something I need to really worry about. But he needs to have that. And he needs to be able to summon it as well. Yes. Yes! It's my move! And the final turn of the duel. Potentially. First of all, I'll play Heavy Storm. This destroys all spells and traps on the field, eliminating them. Your precious Clockwork Knight is over. Oh no. Tribute 1 machine monster and target 1 card on the field for every 1,000 original attack points tribute monster is. Destroy those cards. Wait, you could do this ages ago. Or have you only just drew it? Was that just set? It was just set. Wipe the field. Snatch Steel to take your Perfect Machine King. Yes, the monster you've worked so hard to have on the field is mine. Kill this one. It's only been 24 turns, but I'm going to activate Tribute to the Doomed. I'm going to discard one of my Call of the Mummies, which I think we have a few too many of, to destroy Machina Gear Frame. Now, with a completely open field, Gunvoltix, with your own Machine King, I attack you directly. Ah, Swift Scarecrow. So, let me get this straight. You are going to equip that monster to this to make it so that you can crash the two monsters together, but your monster will survive? Never. I refuse! I'll send your Perfect Machine King back to your hand, thus making your rollout whiff. Go! Perfect Machine King? Yes! Oh my god, we can win. Oh no, we can't win. We can almost win. Right, okay, so there's a lot of back row. They have Unstoppable Yugioh on the field. This thing gets 8,000 attack points when it attacks, and it can negate a spell and trap on the field. And now he's going to set a card face down that can destroy my entire field. He didn't, so it means it's already set face down. However, we've got Snatch Steel. So we just need to do a little bit of debating. Cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. So, let's see if it negates this. Let's activate Tribute to the Doomed. Let's send our Bone Tower to the grave to destroy that. And then we can get rid of it at Book of Life. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh, what? Cannot be destroyed by spell or trap card effect. Ah! I'm an idiot. That's fine. It was all part of the plan. I just wanted to get a monster in the graveyard so I could use Book of Life, which lets me special summon Soul Absorbing Bone Tower and banish Heart of the Blue Eyes from the opponent's graveyard. You negate it! Okay, so Book of Life dies. I play Heavy Storm, which destroys all spells and traps on the field. So it should be the card that destroys everything on my side of the field and probably like an Imperm or something. It was exactly those two cards. Now I play Snatch Steel. I take control of the Unstoppable Exodia and normal summon a Vampire Lady. And if I could have attacked directly. If this would have been destroyed, that would have been game over. Battle. Exodia. Obliterates. And then Vampire Lady attack directly. I guess we... Monsters in the grave? Yes! We beat a legit deck! Woohoo! Yes! I mean, it's not a bad hand. It's not great, though. Call of the Mummy. Call of the Mummy's effects. Special summon Ryukoki in defense. Set one card face down. Two cards face down. In phase. Didn't attack my monster. Okay, we actually have a kind of a chance here. Creature swap. I'll trade you for this. Switch that to attack. Battle phase. Use Toy Soldier to attack Pyramid Turtle. He can use Toy Box to defend. Doesn't. I destroyed Pyramid Turtle, so Pyramid Turtle's effect lets me special summon a monster. Should we rip a card from his hand? I'm trying to get Vampire Genesis, though. That is hefty damage. Go on then. I'll go for Vampire Lord. Vampire Lord attack directly. It's destroying. It's not even the strongest monster on the field. Why? Well, there's a big power discrepancy between these two fields. I don't think there's a single card I could top deck. I could keep you in the store. Feels really satisfying. Set full of Albaz and just melt Blue Eyes board. Jakiro's done his turn. That is not that bad. Graveyard effects can't be used, and I could probably gonna get SP Little Knighted. It's not a great hand for us though, I can't lie. Call of the Mummy is a good card until you summon anything, and then it's awful. SP Little Knight banishes the Spirit Reaper, because what else would it be? 100 life points in a dream, but with one more attack left. Oh my god, look! Did you see that then? If the battle step thingy here, I've never noticed that before in my entire life. Is that new? Battle luck during damage calculation. How long has that been there? I could not for the life of me in 3.5 hours of gameplay get Vampire Genesis and the ability to get Vampire Lord on the field at the same time. If he flips over something to destroy this now, I'm going to be very annoyed. I'll attack anyway. So, just to say I made it at least once, here is the boss monster. I attribute Vampire Lord to summon my very soul, Vampire Genesis. Let's not blow itself up, and we'll use Vampire Genesis' ability to discard another Vampire Genesis in order to special summon Ryukaki. There you go. All that trouble for, yet again, it's the same problem that Dragon's Roar had. The boss monster is unsearchable. So, like, when would you ever make it? So, it's just not worth the investment, really. Let's be completely honest with you. Genesis isn't great. Should have blew it up with Torrential. Wipe the field! GG. That was the Zombie Madness structure deck. This was the upgraded version of it, where it was allowed to play 3 copies of the cards that came in the structure deck, and any of the additional cards that I mentioned that you're allowed to play to boost the deck. It was fine. I thought it was better than Dragon's Roar, to be honest with you. The fact that Pyramid Turtle can float into Ryukaki and Vampire Lord is pretty cool. A immovable monster like Spirit Reaper is pretty dope. Kept me alive a few times. Being able to banish cards in the graveyard with Book of Life and Special Summon a Monster is quite nice as well. Dark Core is good. Came from outside the deck, but that's fine. Tribute to Doom is quite good. It's a lot of discard, though. I can't lie. Creature Swap is not as good as I think I remember it being. Snatch Steal is great, obviously. Call the Mummy, not that great, but can be okay. And this thing right here, woofed. Not a fan. And with that, that's another structure deck of the past done. Let me know what your favorite ever structure deck was ever. Let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, check out one of these videos. Thanks a lot for watching.